Hey, what is up? This is Christian, and I'm back on that grind. Back on this Python. So it's been a minute since I've done Python, but I'm actually really excited to jump back into this. Luckily, it looks like the problem we're going to be working on is I thought it said sock merchant, which is actually significantly funnier because there's someone out there with the job title of executives, chief executive sock merchant, but it's a 91.53% success rate, which is that's what I like to see. I believe the last one I did was also a 90 or maybe an 80. I can't remember. I'm pretty excited. A little rusty on the Python, but I should be able to get through it. We'll see how it goes. Um, so quite honestly, I don't really want to read through the whole problem. I want to kind of look at more of the bold to see how that works out. So it looks like we're going to be getting the number of socks, then they're going to give us an array of the socks, and we're looking for pairs. Interesting, okay. Yeah, and it's the number of socks in the pile, the color of each socks. So we want to find pairs, I'm guessing. So there's going to be some odd ones out. 1 to 100 socks, man. Imagine if you had 100 socks with no pairs. That'd be kind of that'd be kind of annoying. I guess some people with like kids and family probably run into that situation. Let's see. The array will go up to 100. Okay, so we're gonna be finding pairs. So sample input 10, 20, 20, 10, 50. So there's gonna be 3 pairs. So it's gonna be the 10s. Yeah, there's 2 10s. The 50, there's no pair. There's no pair for 30. Okay, there's 2 20s, and yeah, there's an extra 20. So 3 pairs of socks. That's pretty easy. I still haven't really looked into imports for Python. I'm guessing it's similar to Java. That's just an assumption I'm making, but I don't even know what re is. Does it tell you? Oh, regular expressions. Okay. Found in Perl. I've never used Perl, nor have I ever heard of Perl. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Okay, so it gives us a method, stock merchant, and it creates the main for us down here. I remember the first time I looked at this, how scared I was. I still am kind of scared of this, to be honest. I still don't really fully understand it, but I remember when I first started learning Java, they would always tell you, you have the string, main, args, all that. They're like, yeah, just don't worry about that. Just don't worry about that. And I was always super confused about it. And honestly, to this day, I still really don't understand it. Probably should look into it. Okay, so we'll do our classic setup. Make some comments, make it a little bit easier for us to follow what we're doing. So we're gonna want to it's gonna be a little difficult now that I think about it, because we're gonna want to be storing each sock that is getting passed through, but we want to make pairs for it. So I don't know if we want to use an array. We probably want to use an array. So we're gonna use an array of socks without pairs, and then we'll pop the sock when a pair is found. And then we'll have a variable that counts the number of pairs, because we want to return at the end the number of pairs that are found. Okay, so let's try this out. It's gonna be a little interesting. Dude, I always forget how to do loops in Python. I think it's like for I in R, something like that. I think that's right. We'll go if if r of I well, we'll set that to the current actually. Let's do that. So make a current variable, current, go current, I'll just go cur sock. Not like that. Sock. Goes R of I. Should we make another loop? I think we should actually. So how do you initialize an array in, or a list, sorry, a list in Python? Okay. Name this sock without pairs equals, can I do this? Hopefully. It just shows you how much practice I don't have. But I mean, this is the purpose of these videos, so I can get some practice. Watch me go from 0 to hero. Alright, so we'll make another array. God, there's a lot I need to do, and I'm not following my outline at all. Okay, so then we'll do here number of pairs, start off at 0. So we'll go, so if num how come this doesn't always pop up? This is super helpful. Go double equals 0. I'm sorry. Colon. Dude, look at this. This is so helpful. And then we'll break. We can break, right? Or continue, sorry. Continue, alright? So continue. Oh, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. We actually wanted to do, dude, look at this. So much easier. Dude, I'm very upset this doesn't always pop up. I don't know if it's something to do with my browser. Honestly, my computer's been very inconsistent lately. I've been kind of worried about it, but I'm also trying not to think about it at the same time. Alright, so we'll do J in yes colon if well, okay, so if this one equals this one, no, not a dot append. Is there a dot remove? Ooh, maybe. Yes. I wonder what happens at that particular index though. Does it like close it out, or does it just leave it as null at that specific index? I guess we'll find out. So I'm gonna do socks without pairs. at this value of j, and then we'll do the num of pairs plus plus. And then we want to break out of this one. Not continue. Break. So if this isn't true, if it gets all the way through this somehow, what do we want to do? Because if we get all through, if we check all of this, we want to make sure that it is added to, this other. I don't like this actually. This is doing exactly what we're doing over here. No, that's a good initializer. Maybe we should start at 1 instead. Yeah, let's just give it a second. Let me figure this out first, and then we can figure out the details of how this is going to work. Because this is repetitive right here. But maybe it'll be easier if we initialize it outside and then do it like that in here. Okay, let's see, break. So this should break out of here and continue in this one. So how do we want to do this? How should we know that we can make a Boolean variable for now. We can name it sock pair, and we'll name it false, or we'll initialize it to false. I don't know if we should do it out here though. Yeah, we'll do it in here instead. That makes a lot more sense. So we'll initialize that in here. So sock pair false. Make this, put a space here. So sock pair false, and then we'll set it to true here. Set it to true. Oh, it has to be capitalized. Okay, my bad. Okay, so now we break. We'll put if sock pair so if sock pair, if not sock pair, there we go. Then with socks without pairs dot append, and then we'll add the current sock. And then yeah, and then at the end we'll just cut this, put it here, and then we'll go here and return sock. Oh no, sorry. Return that. Why are these red? Return outside of function. Okay, my bad. How about now? What do you mean it's outside of function? That should be in, right? Where's the function start? Yeah, it starts here. Oh, okay, I see. No, that should be right. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Okay. So what's wrong here? Unexpected indent. How do I end stuff? I forget. 4. No, that's right. Yeah, it should be good. If. Yeah, it should run, right? I honestly kind of forget how to end stuff, because I know there's no semicolon. It should work, right? I'll just run it, see what happens. Okay, so maybe plus plus isn't a thing in Python. No big deal. Could I just do this? Okay, good, good. A little bit of red disappeared. No harm, no foul. So we can't use an exclamation point to represent this. Okay, so we changed it to true. We can't use the exclamation point. Peak problem. Okay, how do I get out of this? Okay. So a quick fix would be set this equal to true. No, wait, false. Sorry. So that'd be an easy way. Okay, we got it to compile. Fortunately, it's out of the index range. Not sure why though. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So it should stop at the end of this, right? That's how it works. I think that's the way it should work, honestly. Well, we're gonna have to Google this. For loops in Python. Okay. Check it out. For eggs and fruits. Okay. This is literally exact. Oh, wait, is it parentheses? What if it's in a list though? Okay. Range, okay. In range 26. So we can do that with the list, huh? So can I fruits x, print x? Okay, I think I'm using this incorrectly. Let's double check. So if I put print x, it'll print apple. So is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Loop through the letters? Okay, yeah. So what I'm actually supposed to be doing is this. And then append this current sock. Yeah, that makes more sense than this. Okay. Socks without pairs. So here we can just do J, right? So what can I name this to make it a little bit easier? We do I already have the current sock. Current sock without hair equals J. Do it like that instead. So then that makes it a little more clear. Do that. Okay, number of pairs, sock pair, Sock pair, yeah, okay. So this should run. I mean, it'll run, but see, there we go. Atta baby. So we got 0. Not good. I'm wondering if when we use dot remove, how that actually works. So we're getting 0 for some reason. Current sock equals I. Let's do a little print. Current sock. Okay, now we'll run that. See if our thing is working. Working perfectly. Awesome. So our logic, or I guess our syntax, is doing okay. So if number of pairs equals 0, okay. So it's continually adding it to there, and it's never getting through because, oh wait, no. That's not what we want to do. What was it to do the range? In fruits. The values of 0 to 5, okay. That's good to know. Doesn't really make sense though, because we're using fruits. How does it know? I guess these aren't doing lists, these are just printing numbers. So if I want to do a list, X and J, X and fruits, okay. Could I do just an in range and then 2 to 6, 1 to whatever, 1 to n? In range, we'll go 1 to n. Yeah. So it should stop there. So yeah, then we can initialize it to no. See, we don't even need to do that because it'll go through this, yeah. So this is a redundant statement since none of the socks, it'll never go through this for loop. So the sock pair will be false and then it'll add it. So we don't need that. Boom. Easier. Easy money. Okay, we'll put a space here. So now let's see what happens when we run that. 1 to n. Okay. How about that? No. So it's in range, okay. So theoretically, I would think this would work, but in R in range, it definitely does not work. But like the examples it's giving me over here doesn't really help me. So look, we have lists and they're just running through the whole list, and I just want to start at 1. So let's do this. Should I do in range in R instead? Like this. Maybe that's the move. 1 comma n. Should be comma space. I don't think spaces really makes a difference here. But, you know, try it. Saying it's not a valid Boolean, which doesn't make sense to me. For I in range, it says it's not iterable. See, Python range list. So the 3 keywords we need to do. Let's try it. Python range. Yeah, okay. Okay. Right there, I thought range was misspelled. That was kind of weird. So within it, is that when I need to be calling the index? I'm thinking that's what it is. I know that probably didn't make any sense, but you'll see right now. Start, stop. For number in range, start, stop, step. No, it's not what I'm looking for. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. So going back, gotta do this. Yeah. And then we'll take this out of here. That's our best bet. Because I'm not really sure what's going on here. So this one should be fine. Because yeah, we want to start at 0. So the one that really changes is this one up here. Yeah, that's fine. So now we're running. Okay, we got 2 this time. We're making progress. Let's see what we need some print statements. So the number of pairs is not right. So we will now be printing print out here. Okay, we'll run that. So we start with 0. We get 1 right away. So let's see what happens there. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're getting 8 iterations, which it's not really what I want. We're missing 1 iteration. We're not getting to that last value. We're gonna put just 1 comma. Python does weird stuff like that. So this might work. Nope. Nope. Definitely did not work. Okay. So let's see, we should get the same output as before. Okay. Current sock without pairs equals current sock. Sock without pairs dot remove. What we do a print statement in here? No, out here. Right next to it. Okay. I'm not sure if that'll actually print it. Oh, it does. Look at that. 20, 0, 1. Okay. So it should be 2 20s in a row, right? What was the input? I forgot. 10, 20, 20. What happens to the 10? Oh, I never added. Oops. Maybe. Okay. Now let's run it. Shoot a successful output. Yeah. See? So I think it's pretty cool how the remove shifts everything over for you instead of just leaving a null space. That's really good for memory. Okay, cool. So in order to implement what I was learning in Clean Code, which I have honestly not read in quite a while, but let's I know for sure we need to put this second loop in a different method, or sorry, function. They call them functions here. So def, should we call it check for pair? There we go. And then it'll, what's the best way to do this? We'll pass both arrays, so socks without pairs, and then we'll pass in not just the current sock. Current sock, yeah. Okay. So now that we have that, we'll cut all of this into there, right? Yeah. The only thing I'm concerned about is this method. Will it actually append? I guess we'll find out. Let's try it. Because best case scenario, I just want this to return this right here, this boolean. Yeah, that's best case scenario right there. Because if that works out, then I will not have to, if it's able to, yeah, so if this somehow does add to the array, or added to the array, if it's not a pair, then this will be a wrap. I don't even have to do this whole sock pair thing right here. Just put return true instead. Delete this. Yeah. And if it reaches the end of this loop, we'll return false. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, to be honest. I probably should have submitted the last one, just in case I run into problems, so I don't have to rewrite everything. But you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna delete these comments, because we're done now. Yeah, this is pretty obvious. Socks without pairs, the first one. Obviously the first sock is not going to have a pair, and we have 0 pairs. We initialize that. We're doing from I to N, setting this to the current sock. We have this sock pair right here, which we don't need. With our current strategy, we'll go if sock pair, and then we'll call check for pair, and then we'll pass socks without pairs, and then the current sock. Okay, and if so, it'll do that and that. Okay, we'll leave those prints just to see what we come up with. Yeah, it definitely did not work at all. Okay, great. What happened? Name sock pair isn't defined. Okay, my bad. Cut this. We'll go sock is pair. We'll put sock isn't pair. Yeah. If sock isn't pair. I think it's working. What is this saying? Undefined variable. Well, obviously it's undefined. It's getting defined by this. Oh, I put double equals. Okay. My bad. Okay, now let's run it. Number of pairs. Okay. Okay, so cut that out also. Because if this is true, we're gonna go in here. Ooh, that's actually. So should we make an else? Yeah, we should make an else. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. So a real simple if else statement. If the sock isn't a pair, boom, it'll add it. Else it'll do that. So we got 5. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So this is not working the way I wanted it to. So best idea is to create a global variable. So we'll do copy this, put it out here, and then I don't know how to do a global variable in Python. Alright. In Python, a variable declared outside the function or in a global scope is known as a global variable. This means that a global variable can be accessed inside. Okay. But how do I do it though? What does it look like? I just write global x equals global. So I just have to initialize it outside. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it should work, right? Yeah, that's it. Okay. I was wrong. So something's wrong. Okay. Does it have to be in order? So do I have to initialize it out here? Like that? Yeah, okay. So that means I have to do this dot append instead. Okay. If it works, it works, you know? That's definitely not a good mentality, but I still got 5, meaning it's not working still. Okay. So we're checking for this. And here we're removing it. How about we can just remove it all in the same function actually, now that I think about it. Can we control D here? Oh, we can. Nice. No, I want you to go back. No, not like that. Okay. Do it like this, but we'll do the remove down here also. So we don't even have to worry about that. So if it's true, then we're gonna do this here. If the sock isn't a pair, it'll append to that. If it's not, we'll do this. Boom, dude. Why isn't that working? Current sock without pair. Oh, because I removed it. Yeah, true. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, like that. Okay. This is getting real confusing, but I'm doing something wrong. Okay, let's examine this for a second. So we call this method, and we set it to sock is a pair. If the sock isn't a pair, it'll append the current sock. Okay, is that the way I was doing it before? I hope so. Yeah, it has to be. We'll add the current sock if it isn't a pair, yeah. Else, we'll remove it, yeah. Okay, yeah, it should be fine. But it says runtime error, meaning something's up here. So we call this, it either returns true or false. I'm not sure it's wrong here. List.remove x not in list. Oh, okay. Okay, focus. Alright, so something I want to start doing is taking little mental breaks from this. When I do these videos, I put like a lot of pressure on myself to just continuously program, and honestly it kind of gives me a lot of brain fog, and I kind of get pretty stressed. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at the same variables, and I just made like a few small changes and like the whole thing just kind of broke down. And usually when I program on my own, I do it in I don't know if you've heard of Pomodoro timing. There's a web app, there's a phone app called Tomato Timer, and it lets you set the amount of time you want to do this. But what I like to do is I'll go 20 minutes of working and then a 5-minute break. And that 5-minute break, I'll usually use that time to fill up my water bottle. I guess this is coffee right now, but fill up my water bottle, go to the restroom. I usually tidy up my room a little bit. I usually try to do something that's like, that doesn't require any thinking, and something that's like, requires just like some movement for me to get out of the room for the most part. And when I come back, I usually have a pretty clear head. And sometimes it becomes kind of, it may feel kind of like you're wasting time, because 20 minutes isn't a lot of time. You know, it goes by really fast. You have to force yourself to take that 5 minute break, and it feels like, man, I can keep going, I can keep going, you know. But taking that 5 minute break, I noticed that I can last a lot longer versus if I went like 3 hours nonstop and then I realized, man, I'm pretty tired. Then I'll need to take like an hour break and then I'll come back and I'll still feel tired. But if I do the 20 minutes and then 5 minutes, I can go for 5 or 6 hours continuously before I get really tired. And right now I'm at a stage where I can't really work for a long period of time. I'm still kind of getting into the groove. I'm barely back in school, and like my workload is a lot heavier, so I need to be doing that Pomodoro timing in order to keep up with what I'm doing to maintain the grind. And something you should try, something that's helped me out a lot. And you know, with time, I'm gonna increase the 20 minutes to 25 minutes. I've already been thinking about it, but I don't think I'll go past 25 minutes, to be honest. Because I don't know, I kind of like how it's like symmetrical. You do 25 minutes and 5 minutes, it's exactly half an hour, and doing those half an hour increments is actually pretty nice. Alright, so let's get back to this, see what's going on. It's saying that X is not in the list, so sock isn't in the list, so we check for pair. Boom, we put the sock, we pass the current sock through. So we go here, boom, boom. Let's see exactly which list it was talking about. Line 29, okay, yeah, so we're removing something that's not there. Okay. I think I'm doing this backwards, to be honest. Let's see if sock isn't a pair. So if that is true, yeah, we're doing it backwards. Alright. So go false. See what happens here. We might have to rename our methods and whatnot. Yeah, we do. Okay. That was a pretty simple fix. Let's rename our stuff so it matches what we're doing. Ooh, my screen just got really dark. That was weird. Okay. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. So if the sock, yeah, so we're checking for a pair. So if it is a pair, we want it to return true. So we'll put it back to this, and then we'll rename our, put sock is pair. If the sock is a pair, then we want to do what's below, which is this. Yes. Boom, boom. Alright, luckily, simple fix. No harm, no foul. I would like to thank all my fans for watching me during my journey from zero to here. Honestly, I think that catchphrase or that saying is so funny. From zero to hero. I'm sitting here solving Python programs. And solving Python programs that a third grader could solve. Alright, let's submit code, see what happens. Let me see if there's any other little variations I can do to make this a little bit better. But I mean, this is pretty simple. This is doing, I don't like the name sock merchant, so rename it count pairs. Count sock pairs. You want your functions to be verbs, so count sock pairs. That's a verb, and you want your variables to be nouns. So we'll name this count stock pairs. Count stock pairs. Alright. Should work. We'll submit it. There we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Yes. And I'm perfect on the first submit. Very good. No, the run codes do not count as submits. Alright. It's just the final submit. See how this is submit? That says run? That's why. I'm 9% towards my 4-star. in my problem solving badge. I have no idea what that means, but you know, it's something. All right. So that was pretty good. I enjoyed that. Let me X out of that. So during my journey, it's been a little rough. I'm gonna shift my camera over. I want to show this cool painting I got right there. It's kind of hard to do that on camera. So it's been a little tough this past week. Honestly, today I had a hard time getting up. I haven't really followed my schedule. Luckily, today's Labor Day, so I've been able to kind of take a break, sit back a little bit, and really think about, think about what happened, think about what I went through, and think about how I'm gonna continue improving. Because honestly, what I'm doing right now with this is very, very simple, very easy. Honestly, anybody could do it, but nobody really does. There's not a lot of people out there promoting computer science stuff. I think that's kind of sad. There's people out there gaming their life away. There's that game with those little characters, what is it called? Fall Guys. That's just super popular right now, getting millions of views, and there's like real life stuff like this. I'm not expecting to get millions of views right now, but I want it to grow into something that, grabs people's attention, that actually adds value to their life. I understand, like, we need entertainment. That's always good, but we need to take time to educate ourselves. And as a person, I myself am growing a lot from doing this. My voice, my speaking has gotten like so much better. And honestly, I'm just trying to get my momentum back, because when I took that week and didn't really do too much, I could feel myself falling down into a downward spiral. I don't know if any of you guys have felt that, where you're doing something for a while. For example, when your friend nags you to come and play sports with them, and you go for a while and you feel yourself getting like a lot better, but you do feel that resistance where, you know what, I kind of suck compared to my friend and I don't want to keep coming. So then you convince yourself, like, something might come up, or you convince yourself not to go, and then you're just like, dang, I missed a day, I suck, I shouldn't keep doing this, I feel dumb. And your friend keeps inviting you, they keep saying, yo dude, come with us, and in your mind you're like, man, you know what, I missed that one day, I'm not gonna do well, I don't feel like going, I'll start going next week. And then you commit, you tell your friend, you're like, you know what dude, I'm gonna go next week, I got this, don't worry. Next week comes and you're like, no. And then you just keep making excuse after excuse after excuse, and like, you keep lying to yourself. You tell yourself, hey, I'm gonna go next week, but like, you really have no intention of doing so. And in those situations, you need to identify them and then just start taking action. Make it so that you can't avoid it anymore. And you start going, it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck so bad. Honestly, this video today at the beginning, it sucked. Like, I had a hard time. I didn't think I should do it. I'm implementing some new practices today, which are also difficult, but when you finish it, this has been honestly one of the most enjoyable videos I've made so far. I didn't want to show up, and I did it, and I feel like so satisfied. And like, doing this at the beginning of my day is gonna make the rest of my day so much better. And that's just something to think about. That's all I have for today. I'm back. Like I said, falling off, that's not the first time, and it will probably not be the last time this happens. But what it comes down to is just about finding ways to bring yourself back quicker and stronger. Alright, catch you guys in the next one.